All right, hello, beautiful people. I figured I would give you guys one an update on how Baby Bean was doing, but also the fertility company, the Unique Fertility Care company, has continued to re-tag me in multiple posts about this working. So I have a lot of people that have, excuse my screaming children. I have a lot of people that have reached out to me recently, either on Instagram or on YouTube, just asking questions. So I thought I would give you guys not only an update, but kind of like a brief wrap up summary, I guess, of my experience with the company and kind of answer some of the questions that I keep getting over and over again on Instagram. Um, you all should see my insane children at this point. So I had an appointment on April. It was supposed to be the week of April 23rd, to do a scar removal on my uterus with a fertility company out here in Indiana. Obviously, when COVID hit, that stopped that from everybody. So I was looking for just an alternative that could possibly work, maybe save me some money in the time being in the process. Since obviously that was not going to be that was not going to be an option anymore. With me being an assistant principal and my husband kind of doing the job that he had, we knew that we wanted to have a kid in a certain window. That way, it didn't affect some of the big things that go into being an assistant principal, and obviously some of the things that went into his position. Now, to some people that may seem callous, but I don't really care because it's not your child. So May was kind of our last shot at that. So hence the reason I see that. Hence the reason we were really going to do the surgery in April. So when COVID hit, all that shut down. I started looking online. I had seen Unique Fertility Care for a while. You know your FBI agents. Once you look up something on any social media, then it kind of like floods your timeline. So that's what that became for me. But what I hadn't seen was anybody comment that they had actually tried it. Or anybody comment that it had actually worked for him. They had screenshotted a lot of people thanking them in their DMs, but there was no name attached to it. And so when I decided that that would be a cheaper option, not, I can honestly say, you guys, I did not think it would work. A lot of people message me and are like, you know, did you know? Did you talk to a bunch of people? There wasn't anybody for me to talk to before I started it because there wasn't a name attached to any of those posts. People had asked them to block their names out or not tag them. So there wasn't anyone for me to talk to. So that literally was like a leap of faith, that I trusted that it would do what it said it would do. But in all honesty, I didn't believe that it would. So I ended up ordering the last week of March. And it took less than a week to come. I ordered on a Saturday. It came the following Friday. I started it. Hang on, my son's coming. I started it Saturday morning. So someone asked me, do you take the oil and the pills together? Yes. The oil, you take 5 milliliters of it for 7 days, but it is taken before breakfast. And then same thing with the pills. You take the pill. I do believe the peel for females is before breakfast. My husband also ordered the male fertility kit, and I'm almost positive that one was like the 10 minutes after breakfast. So yes, you take the oil and the pills together. I also started a prenatal because I thought that if I did get pregnant, then at least I was on a prenatal as well, for that time being. So ordered it on Saturday, got it on Friday, started it on Saturday. I will tell you the oil is a gross texture. I am horrible at shots, so it wasn't like I could just like chug that back. So I would drink it and then kind of chase it with like a root beer, or something with substance on it for me. It may not bother you, definitely bothered me. And so did the oil for a week, maintained the pills, maintained the oil and the pills, and then the prenatals. Now, when I originally emailed the company, they told me stop taking the pills after you get a positive pregnant if you want a healthy pregnancy. So that indicated to me that there's something about the pills that would cause some sort of deformities or something if I continued on with them. So I did the pills and the oil for the week. The next week I went about the pills. Probably 3 weeks into this, you guys have seen the video where I received my pregnancy test from Amazon, which is, God, one of my kids just fell off a surfboard. I would absolutely recommend that you get pregnancy tests from Amazon if you are a habitual tester like me. It saves you a ton of money because I was not buying the like clear blue $18 two tests from the store. It came in a box. There was 50 of them, and it was like $14. So it was the 14th of April. Again, I started it on, I want to say it was the 4th of April. On the 14th of April, I took a test and it ended up being positive. So I immediately stopped the pills, contacted the company. Most of you have been following since that original post from them where I allowed them to tag me, because it was important for me for people to attach a name with a testimony so that if anybody had questions, they were able to reach out. So that is why my name is attached to, that is why my name is attached to the post on Instagram. Please know that I am not a paid spokesman for them, an advocate for them. I am only telling my side of what worked for me. Because it worked for me does not mean it works for you. So I get a lot of questions on, do you think I should buy it? I cannot answer that question because I cannot spend somebody else's money, but I will say for me, it worked. I've had a lot of people reach out to me on Instagram. Someone else asked me, where have you talked to people that this have worked for? 90% of it, 99% of it comes from people that have reached out from Instagram on the post that had my name tagged to it. A lot of people have been in this journey with this company. I will say it is not a 90-day or a 30-day guarantee. Many of the women I talked to did not get pregnant in the first 30 days, but have continued to reach out to the company, who have continued to respond to them about things that they could do. So one lady, she had gone the 7 days on the oil, she had done the 50 days of the pill, still was not pregnant. They told her to finish the oil that was in the bottle. They give you a ton of oil. It's way more than you actually need. And they told her to finish the oil in the bottle, which she did and became pregnant after finishing the oil in the bottle. So, oh, Jesus Christ, 2 of my kids went down. I'm going to have to pause this and I will come back to you guys because 2 of them just hit the pavement hard.